Caitlin. It's kind of a disaster because it's been real windy here today, and we've been on a few walks. Hi, baby. Come here. Come say hi to people. Come on. Everybody, this is Helios. Thank you, baby. Okay. Yes. I love you so much. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's enough. Okay. Bye-bye. You made it, Deb. Yay. Hey, Amy. It looks on purpose messy. Okay, well then I totally did it on purpose. This is always a problem. We have to decide if we want super bright or not super bright. Hey, Fonda. Hi, Gina. Move my husband's whiskey out of the frame. Hi, Erlene. Helios. No, sir. There's a pig ear right here. And he knows. Hey, Gina, I will give an update on that, but I want to wait and give people time to get here before I start talking about the good stuff. I want to wait until at least 6 o'clock because that's when I said I would start. So here a little early just for funsies, but I figured I would wait until that. Y'all, I did not do a good job cleaning up my background because I forgot how wide the angle is on this camera. Oh, well, I'm a disaster. That's just what it is. Hi, Michelle. Helios says hi too. Huh, baby? As he gives us side eye because he's mad because I haven't given him the pig ear. Can you guys hear me okay? I can never remember what my microphone is called. Okay, good. Do we have lurkers? Well, we must because there's like 21 people on the live and I've only seen like 5 of you say hi. If you're here and you haven't said hi, say hi. Excuse me. Hey, Melissa. You creeper. Hi, Becky. Hey, Melissa. We have multiple Melissas. Hi, Cynthia. Yeah, we call them sparse buns because I don't have enough hair for them to be space buns. Not for real. Both Melissa H's. Yep. Excuse me. Oh, cancel that. If you are here and you're not already subscribed, please feel free to do so while we wait to get started. And like the video. Did I get a lot of questions? No, I rarely do on my stories. I got 3 or 4, I think. Hey, Lisa. You're babysitting a grandbaby? Give her lots of kisses. Or him. I'm trying to remember. I thought you had a granddaughter, but I can't. My memory She ain't what she used to be. Don't steal what? You stole what from someone? Your name? Shush. Thank you, phone, for reminding me that I need to shut you up. If you like her vibe, you should subscribe. There you go. I'm a potato is my text message notification. So anytime I get a text message, it's that audio from TikTok or whatever it is, where it's the little kid and he's supposed to be saying I'm a tomato because he's dressed like a tomato, but he keeps saying I'm a potato. That's my text message notification. Hey Pug, you're very welcome for the content. I'm sorry it ain't what it used to be. Okay, this bag is driving me crazy. I had to get rid of it. Ooh. Okay, it's 6:01 and we got 27 of y'all here. Thanks for being here, guys. I kind of want to give people like 1 or 2 more minutes, but I also don't want to wait too terribly long. Hi, Rhonda. Because I want to give y'all an update on what's been happening. And I got a couple questions on my Instagram. If you guys are not following me yet on Instagram or Facebook, there's really no need to follow me on both unless you're super excited about it. But all of my updates from Instagram also go to Facebook now. Hey, TJ. So if you guys don't do Instagram, but you do Facebook, all of my Instagram updates, including my stories, because I come and I check in multiple times a day on my stories, those all get posted. The same posts go onto Facebook as well as Instagram. So it's just Mindy P weight loss, the same as my Instagram on Facebook. So yeah. Hey, Victoria. Your pugs are barking at my dog. Yeah, Helios is a sweetie pie. Hi, baby. He's pouting. I don't know why. I just took him on a walk and I fed him, but you know, dogs are gonna dog. Where are we at? Okay. Well, I guess I'll get started. Hi, guys. If you've never seen my channel before, welcome. I can't imagine why you would be on a live if you've never watched my content before, but I'm still super excited that you're here, if that's the case. Everybody else, we're old friends. And I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on what's going on with my 12-week cut that I just started and how my weight loss is going and the job hunt and a couple of other questions that I got on Instagram. I'm going to go over those and then we'll open up and do a Q&A thing, majiggy, do hub Bobby like we always do. So I am now, this was the end of my 3rd week on my 12-week cut. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I talked about it some in my last 2 videos. Hey, Delisa. I had been having a really hard time gaining and losing like the same 15 pounds like since December. And I was feeling super demotivated and just really like blah about my weight loss journey in general. I've been doing this for a very long time now. I think like 75 weeks or something like that since I started Wegovy in October of 2021. And I haven't really taken any like defined breaks. I mean, I've gone on a couple of like week-long trips to California to visit family and stuff like that, but like I haven't really taken any like long periods of time to break from being in a calorie deficit. And apparently, hey Vanessa, that can really take its toll on your weight loss progress. It can take its toll on your mental state. It can take its toll on your hormones. It can take its toll on all sorts of things. So, because I haven't really been losing any significant amounts of weight and I had been doing kind of a reverse diet to try and find where my maintenance calories were, I decided to start a really focused 12-week cut or, cut phase where I was really focused on losing weight and just staying, true to my calorie cycling, to logging everything, which I mean, I've really been doing for the most part, unless I've been on vacation. But I just wanted to have that 12-week period of time where I was staying really, really focused on all of that and trying to lose as much as I could in that 12-week period of time. And then I'm going to have a 4-week break where I go back up to maintenance calories and I try not to lose anything or gain anything. I just try to stay the same weight for that 4-week period of time. Which I think will be good because it'll be a tester kind of for how well I do maintaining, because I don't plan on being on these drugs forever. I know everybody kind of has a different opinion on whether or not we should be on these drugs forever. And I am not diabetic. And so I don't feel that staying on a drug for my entire life to maintain weight loss is a good thing for me. But I am also not insulin resistant. I don't have Hashimoto's. I don't have any other issues that are, contributing to my weight gain, other than really for me, it was just poor habits. So that's kind of the long story of what's going on. And I just finished my 3rd week of the cut. And I have, for the last 3 weeks, I started injecting into my stomach. The first week that I injected into my stomach, I had really, really terrible side effects. Now, I had been doing 10 milligram for the 2 weeks. Well, I didn't do an injection the week before, and the 2 weeks before that, I had been doing 10 milligram. So I think that it was more the fact that I did a 12.5 milligram shot after not doing any shot the week before and doing 10 milligram the 2 weeks prior than it was the location, because I've injected in the stomach twice since and I haven't had any issues. But that first week I had flu-like symptoms. I had body aches. I was super, super fatigued, just like really, really bad that day, the day of and the day after. And then by a couple days later, I was doing fine. And I haven't really had anything like that since. Just really quick, I want to check and see if I've missed anybody. Hi, Beth. It's nice to see you. Hey, Josie. So the other thing that I did when I started the cut was I started doing 3 short 10-minute walks a day. So after breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I do that Monday through Friday, and I do 2 walks on Saturday and Sunday. I basically did this as a Monday through Friday kind of thing, but when I started doing it, I also it spilled into the weekends as well. But mostly the goal of that is to increase my NEAT, or my non-exercise activity thermogenesis. I haven't been doing any other exercise. I kind of set an arbitrary 5,000 steps a day goal, but I don't stick to it super strictly. That's just kind of what I hit when I do my 3 walks a day. As long as I've done my 3 walks, if I'm a little short, I don't freak out about it. It's just those 3 walks a day. I started this cut at 1,700 calories for my calorie cycle. I went down to 1,685 for week 2 and 1,670 for week 3. On week 1, I hit my 30% protein goal for the whole week for the first time since starting tracking my protein. And week 2 and 3, I was close, but I didn't make it. So Monday through Friday, I hit it no problem. And then the weekends is when we tend to eat out, and I save my calories for the weekends. And that's, when you go to eat out, even if you try to focus on protein, there's always a lot more carbs and fat and stuff that you eat at restaurants. So it is what it is. I'm not super worked up about it. I'm always over 25%, and that's still really, really good. So, Delisa, I feel you, girl. That was where I was at. And Melissa, I also totally, totally get that. Thank you so much, Beth. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. So for those of you who are new, again, welcome. Like I said, I've been losing and gaining the same 10 to 15 pounds since right before Christmas until I started this cut. My lowest overall weight before Christmas on December 23rd was 261.3. On March 3rd, before I started the cut, I got down to 261.1, and then we had a very dear friend of ours pass away, and the next week, like 3 days later after he passed, we went on a vacation, a camping trip where we were actually supposed to be going on the trip with him. And then the week after that, I spent just like devastated. So it was like a 2.5 week period of time where I was not caring at all about my health, about what I ate, about my diet, about anything. And I went back up to 276.6. And that was on March 27th, which was when I started this 12-week cut. The end of the first week, I got down to 266.7. So I lost 9.9 pounds. I had gained 13 pounds, and almost all of that was water weight. There was no way that I consumed enough calories to gain that much fat in 2 weeks. And there's no way I ate few enough calories to lose 9.9 pounds of fat. So in a week. The second week was my cycle week. And if you guys have been around and have been watching my content for any length of time, I don't normally lose very much when I'm on my cycle, often gain when I'm on my cycle. And on that second week, I also went down to 10 milligram because I still have a few 10 milligram shots I'm trying to use up, and I haven't worked my way through them yet. So I think I only have one more left, and I decided that the best time to take those was when I was on my cycle, since I rarely lose much that week anyway. And on week 2, I got down to 264.1. So that means I lost 2.6 pounds on my cycle week, which again, probably still some water weight, but that was very, very exciting for me because I haven't seen the scale move during a cycle week in a long time. And then that brings us to this last week, which was week 3. And I went back up to 12.5 milligram, and I got down to 260.7, which means I lost 3.4 pounds. And that means I am finally making actual progress and at my lowest weight thus far in my journey. Thank you, Jesus. So I am so excited to hopefully be in the 250s next week. I have been in the 260s forever, and I hate it. Lisa, I'm so sorry that you're in a stall, girl. I feel it. I know. So my age and height, I am 43 years old. I'll be 44 in June, and I am 5'6". Beth says she's lost 22 pounds total since February 1st. She did a month of 2.5, and she's finishing up her second month of 5. That's awesome. You're supposed to get 7.5 next week. Yay! I know that supply has been a problem for a lot of people in a lot of areas, so I hope that goes well for you. You hate 12.5. I'm actually good with 12.5. I mean, honestly, it doesn't feel much different than 10. It's been a long time since food noise wasn't a thing for me. So, um, thank you, Angela. Thank you, TJ. I'm glad I'm over the hump too, girl. Trust me. Melissa's new low weight was today too. Yay! Sandra, hi. Yeah, listen, don't pay too much attention to us if you're driving, please. We don't want you to get hurt, please, and thank you. So that's it on the weight loss front for now. I don't have any intention of increasing my exercise during this entire 12-week cut. I really, really, really want to establish those 3 walks a day as a habit before I start adding more stuff. So I may start actually adding some weightlifting or resistance training of some kind when I get to my maintenance phase, but I haven't decided yet. I have some time to go before I need to worry about that. I got another 9 weeks left on this cut, so I'll figure it out. You can't get your 7.5, so you may not have any. That's not good, Sandra. Definitely call around because different pharmacies get their supply from different places. According to Mounjaro, they're not technically in a shortage. There is stock available. It just depends on who your pharmacy gets their supply from, like which wholesaler. That's amazing, Jimmy. Holy cow. So happy for you. 103 pounds down. That's amazing. Yay, 12.5. And we had somebody ask this in the chat earlier, and I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it was Jean. Pretty sure it was Jean. Gina, yes. Sorry, my brain. Gina had asked, and I wanted to give y'all an update as well about how the job search was going. I have been applying for jobs like crazy. This job market is so weird, y'all. Everybody is hurting for people, but then they place entry-level jobs and want 5 years of job experience. How does that work? I'm not sure, but whatever. It is what it is. I apply anyway. This week I heard back about a QA engineer internship with a company that I am super excited about. Basically, they advanced me to the next stage of the application process, but I won't hear back for an interview unless they think that I'm a potential fit. Other than that, I'm just working on building up a network and trying to contact tech recruiters in the Central Texas area because job applications are not what they used to be. If you don't have a network and you're not working with a recruiter, the likelihood of you getting seen is so slim. It's crazy. Yay, drive-through. I wish I could swim right now. The only pool I have access to is outside, and it is too cold for that in Texas right now. TJ started 15 milligrams last week, getting back on track after a month of changes and a fall. I'm so sorry about the fall. Walking is good. I hate it, but it's good. I eat just fine on 12.5. In fact, I've been super hungry the last 2 days. Thankfully, I had a bunch of calories to get through, so it was fine, but I am on LinkedIn, Gina. Thank you, SG. I love my fun buns too. We call them sparse buns because they're supposed to be space buns, but I don't have enough hair for that. Thank you, Laura. Yes, you have to eat. Anybody who tells you that you shouldn't be eating unless you're hungry on this drug, I have words for you. Deborah said, I'm on Ozempic at 0.5, been on for months. I've not mussed at all since the 7-pound loss the first week. They never moved me up. I have an appointment on Thursday. Acivus has never not had any in stock so far. Yeah, Deborah, that's weird that they're not willing to move you up. I'm sure you've heard my speech before. I had to fire 3 doctors on this journey before I found someone that was willing to work with me the way that I wanted. So if your doctor isn't willing to do what you think your body needs, maybe it's time to shop for another one. Unless they're giving you an actual legitimate reason other than, I just don't feel comfortable with it. Michelle said she had her 4th injection of 15 milligram last night. She likes 15 way better than 12.5. Down 60 pounds in 6 months. That's crazy, Chica. Good for you. That's awesome, Heather. 53 pounds in 6 months. That's awesome. Congratulations. So that's the job search. Sorry, Deborah. That face was for that. No reason other than that they haven't seen you in person and only virtual. That's interesting. I'm wondering what they think they're going to magically see when they see you in person that's going to tell them that you are ready for moving up a dose. I'm sorry to hear Ozempic didn't work for you, Angel. What dose did they start you on after going from Mounjaro? So somebody asked me on Instagram what supplements, if any, that I'm still taking. I am still taking all of the supplements that I talked about in my side effects video. If you guys are new and you haven't seen that side effects video, definitely take a look at it. I talk about the side effects that I've experienced and what I take to help with those side effects. Pretty much, I do a probiotic and magnesium glycinate for constipation. I have iron and a hair volume supplement for my hair and skin. I use liquid B12 for energy and for insomnia and those real weird dreams we get. I use Stellis. I have links. I have a link down in the description of the video for my Amazon store, which has all the supplements. And if you guys are interested in Stellis or finding out any information about Stellis, I have a link down in the description. And there's also a discount code in there for you guys. This stuff is freaking amazing. A lot of you have tried it. So if you guys have tried it and you have had a good experience with it, let people know in the comments. It's not the cheapest sleep supplement, but it works a million times better than melatonin. It has stuff in it that helps with stress. So my problem is, and I have an overactive brain. So like I can lay in bed for hours and just like have my brain go 5 million miles an hour. And that stuff, whatever's in it, it calms my mind down so that I can actually get to sleep and I stay asleep and it's fantastic. Somebody on Instagram asked me what my YouTube plans were. The plan for now is to continue to do the weekly check-ins like I have been doing and to continue doing these lives at least once a month, if not twice a month. I don't know if or when I will ever be able to do the vlogs again. I mean, maybe once I have a job, if it's not too overwhelming to do like a day in the life vlog type situation, I might be able to do something like that. But unless I have a sudden influx of subscribers and revenue and I'm able to start doing it full time again, I just don't have the time it takes to edit those videos. Let me take a look at the chat really quick. Hey, Pug, I worked in the automotive industry for years, and I don't know that you could pay me enough money to go back. It was just a very toxic environment for me. And I worked at 3 different dealerships. So So Angel, you went all the way up to two. Oh, okay, so you went to 2 milligram. You went down to 1 milligram yourself, and it was still a nightmare for you. Well, so did you not lose anything, or was it just the side effects that were too bad? Because there are a lot of people. Mounjaro and Ozempic are very different drugs, so some people have to start over from the beginning. I'm hoping I don't need a. I hope you don't have to look for a job come July either, Melissa. It is not fun. Thank you, Gina. I appreciate it. Melissa, yes, the vlogs were definitely a lot. I spent some weeks up to 60 hours editing. Yeah, Melissa, a lot of people say that it's best to start over. I know when I switched from Wegovy to Mounjaro, I started over all the way down at the bottom because I didn't want to risk the side effects. But I did not have any side effects at all on Wegovy, but I started from the bottom. So I'm surprised that they had you start all the way at 2 milligram, Angel. I would be interested to see what would happen if you were to start at the 0.25. Michelle, I would totally be open to federal employment. It's a matter of finding a position. You guys, this is because if you missed the beginning of the video, there is a pig ear right here, and he can smell it and he knows. And so he has been doing this on and off for 2 hours. No, sir. Helios. Hey, I said no. Yes, I love you. So I had another question on my Instagram. Somebody asked if I feel like I can continue on even if the drugs go away. And my answer is yes. The truth is that Mounjaro barely works for me anymore. I often struggle with hunger when I used to be full all the time. I've also been dealing with food noise again pretty much all the time. I truly believe that the majority of the reason that I have lost weight is because of the help. No, sir. Have you lost your mind? No. Go to your place. Sorry, you guys. Like having a 115-pound toddler. I truly believe that the majority of the reason that I've lost weight is because of the healthy lifestyle changes that I've made. I'm not insulin resistant. I'm not diabetic. My weight gain was purely from unhealthy eating habits and binge eating. Don't get me wrong, the Mounjaro and the Wegovy made it way easier for me to stick with it for so long. But if I hadn't made the diet and activity changes I've made, I would not have lost what I've lost. So, yeah, I think I'll still be okay when I quit. Because once I'm done with the coupon, I mean, I probably will try the compound again and see how that goes, switching to the semaglutide compound. But yeah. Okay. Beth wants to know, TJ, how do you hit your protein? And me, I have such a hard time hitting my goal because I feel yuck most of the time I drink Fairlife, but looking for any other ideas. Beth, if you've watched any of my content in the last several months, this probably won't be news to you, but the way I hit my protein goal is by using the Macro Friendly Food app. It's a meal planning website, and she has all balanced meals. So they're all very high protein, family friendly, just delicious recipes. My husband is a very picky eater and he loves all of the recipes. I used to spend 4 to 5 hours a week doing meal planning. Now I do it in about 30 minutes. And I easily hit 100 to 140 grams of protein a day using just her recipes with no modifications whatsoever. So if you're interested in checking that out, there's a link in the description. There's also a 10% discount. It is extremely affordable even without the discount. It's like $12 a month if you do the month to month before the 10% off, and you get the 10% off every month, not just the first month. I do the 3-month subscription, which is $30. So with the 10% off, it's only $9 a month, and it is worth every penny. Beth, he's a brat, but I love him too. Jimmy, he gets what he wants all the time. Don't let him fool you. But I have to watch him when he has that pig ear, and I can't do it while I'm on this live. Let's see. Angel, they have you on Ribelsis now. Ribelsis is just an oral semaglutide. So it's interesting that it's not surprising that it's not affecting you as much because a lot of the medication is destroyed in your stomach because you're taking it orally. That leads me to believe that you would probably do just fine on Ozempic if you started back over at the beginning dose. Jimmy says, I'm the same way, even though MJ has helped, not working out and diet change has done helped, but working out and diet change has done a lot of the heavy lifting for me. Yep. Melissa, the reduction in food noise has been one of the most amazing things for me. I'd almost be willing to stay on something just for that. It makes it so much easier to stick to healthy choices. I agree with you, Melissa. Just understand that that is a side effect, not a mechanism of action. So eventually it goes away. And it has definitely done that for me. Yeah, Pug, he swallows them whole. He chews them up until they're floppy, but then he completely swallows them. And I mean, he's okay as long as it doesn't get stuck, but I have to watch him because sometimes I have to pull it out because he tries to swallow it before he's chewed it up enough. It's just he's whatever. He's a dog. So the last question I got from Instagram was, when I miss my walks, do I miss my walks? So in other words, like when I don't do one of my walks, do I miss it? And my answer is no. I still have to force myself to go on every single walk. I do it because it's good for me, not because I enjoy it. I'm not one of those people who has ever been like, oh my God, I love exercise so much. Has never been me, ever. And I don't mean that to sound insulting to the people that do feel that way. Honestly, I wish I could be that person so badly, but I have never enjoyed exercise. It has always been something I do because I have to, not because I want to. I've only actually missed 2 walks in the last 3 weeks since starting this new 3-a-day habit Monday through Friday. Once was because of weather and because I had already hit over 5,000 steps that day. And the other was the day after the first shot in my stomach when I was physically incapable of walking. Like I was in so much pain, just with body aches and just feeling like poop that I could not go on a walk. Lori says that she went back down to 12.5 because of horrible constipation and headaches. Yes, I will say that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure on these drugs when it comes to constipation. If you are not on some sort of probiotic, digestive enzyme, magnesium, something daily, the likelihood of it causing problems that could potentially lead to an ER visit is substantial. So please take care of yourselves. Do not take a laxative daily unless your doctor tells you to do so. And if they do, then I question things. You hate exercise, but you liked your walks? Yeah, no. The only thing I like about the walks is seeing how happy it makes my dog, honestly. Like, and I guess I enjoy being outside in the sun, like, and I enjoy the benefits of the walk because I do feel benefits to walking. Like, I feel It definitely elevates my mood because I'm getting vitamin D and the whole serotonin and all that stuff. Like, I like the way I feel after I walk, but I like the act of doing the walk itself. I'm not like, yay! Like, that's not a thing for me. Mm-mm. Beth says she loves working out. She's found she's so tired that she can hardly think about it. It's a goal of mine for this week. Get into the gym and routine. Beth, if you're not taking B12, take some B12, girl. It does such amazing things for your energy level. 4 pounds is water weight, girl. That's nothing. Good job only putting on 4 on vacation. Those are rookie numbers. I'm going to need you to bump those up. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I always put on at least 10 pounds when I come back from vacation. Gina hates to sweat. So do I. Thankfully, I don't do it very much, but that is a thing. Metamucil, probiotics, and magnesium, and drinking a gallon of water definitely help me. Yes, I do drink a lot of water. I drink about a gallon of water a day. Deb says she's been on Ozempic for 11 months now. Still never hungry and get full so quick. I'm lucky if I eat 600 to 900 calories a day, but I've never really been a big eater. Good for you, girl. I mean, I have been on them longer. It's been, math is hard. November, December, January, February, March, April. It's been 18 months that I've been on a GLP-1 of some kind. And it's only been in the last couple of months that the food noise has returned with a vengeance. And I do feel like I still get full faster, but I think part of that is just my stomach has probably shrunk some, and I now understand what it's like to like what it feels like to feel full. Like, I never really had that feeling before because I don't think I ever really truly let my stomach get empty before. So I was constantly eating even when I wasn't hungry. Now, because I'm eating much, much smaller portions and I'm only eating a certain number of calories a day, I think I'm finally learning what it feels like to actually be full and to recognize those cues and to stop. So I do recognize that, but I still have the food noise and I do get hungry again. Julie says it's hard for her when she goes on vacation. Vegan and plant-based. So if you're not cooking, it's usually French fries and potatoes. Yeah, vegan and plant-based. Girl, good for you. I would die without butter. Deb has lost 53 pounds to date. Another 30.4 to go to reach her goal. She tries to eat more calories than she does, but she can't be 66 a week from tomorrow. You know, you can only do what you can do, Deb. Yeah. Here's the thing. Eating that few calories is going to make things difficult for you when it comes to maintaining, as it's going to make it hard for you to have enough energy to exercise and things like that if you're trying to exercise. But I would say that that's a conversation to have with your doctor. If you can't eat more than 600 to 9, like if you literally physically cannot stomach more than 600 to 900 calories, if it were me, I would go down a dose because that is not great for when you're eating that little. It's very, very difficult for your body to lose weight over a long period of time. Your metabolism will eventually adjust itself to burn fewer calories so that it can sustain itself long term. And eventually the only way to continue to lose is to eat even less. And that's not healthy for your body. So I would talk to your doctor about that if you haven't already, because that's not very many. Okay, Melissa, have fun at the Girl Scouts. Deb says, I've been getting between 6,000 and 8,000 steps a day, including your elliptical. feel like I'm eating more than I did pre-Ozempic, to be honest. Wow. I would talk to your doctor about that. That's all I'm going to say. Because that scares me. Lori says you were taking 6 stool softeners a day plus magnesium, Mag 7, and Miralax. So, yeah, that's a lot. I'm glad you're doing better on the 12.5 again. Yeah, TJ, I'd be worried too if I could only eat 600 calories. I'd be worried if I could only eat 900. I'm eating some days, like towards the end of the week when we go out to eat. I could never do this with homemade food, but when we go out to eat, there are some days where I'm eating over 2,000 calories a day still. That's good, Deb. Beth says, I can see that I have a lot more work to do. Y'all are kicking my rear end with all your steps and protein. I have to get on the ball. Well, the good thing about protein, Beth, is it helps combat muscle loss. It helps your body prioritize burning fat tissue instead of muscle tissue. It also helps with preventing hair loss, which is a massive problem with, sustained weight loss and reduced calories. It does lots of other really good things for hormones and stuff like that, but it's the most satiating macronutrient as well, which I mean on this drug is kind of a non-starter, but it's just kind of one of those things that I would prioritize protein before all else if you can. If you're having a hard time getting calories in, maybe switch to not quite such lean sources of protein. So maybe do chicken thighs instead of chicken breasts. Maybe do chuck roast instead of shoulder roast, things like that, because fat is the most calorie dense macronutrient. So it packs a lot more punch calorie wise, and that will help. That's a good thing, Deb. Eating healthy is important. Well, I pretty much covered all the talking points that I had, like things that I wanted to go over and my exciting weight loss results. It's the first time that I've been like super excited about my progress in a long time. And I'm really looking forward to where I'm going to go the rest of the 9 weeks in this cut. I feel like setting that 12-week period of time where there's like an end goal, because when you have 200 pounds to lose, I mean, I don't anymore, but I still have 100 pounds to lose. The end goal is like so far off in the distance that like, it doesn't even feel like something you can strive for. At least it didn't for me. So now having that defined like time frame, it's just giving me something else to focus on and be motivated to get to, like a finish line kind of thing, even though I know that's not the finish line. It's just something else for me to work towards. And it has kind of rekindled my excitement about my weight loss journey, because I was definitely getting to a place of massive complacency, which is not a good place to be in when you're me. Because when you start getting to the point where you're like, nah, I don't care, then you just start eating. That's what I do. Gina says, how's your hair growth coming? It looks a lot thicker. I feel like it's better, but you can see it's still pretty thin. I've been using a new hair oil. I haven't told y'all about it yet because I still don't know if it's actually doing anything. There's some days where I'm like, oh my gosh, my hair feels like it's so thick. And then I'll like brush it or I'll do something else with it and I'll be like, it's still the same. But I definitely have new growth. Like I have seen little hairs, like little baby hairs. So I know that there is new growth. It's hard for me to know what to attribute it to. So I'm sure I'll share that information with you guys eventually. I don't even think it's been like a full 2 months yet. Like I'd like to at least use a full bottle before I tell you guys, yeah, absolutely go do the thing. But yes, I do. Some days I feel like it's getting a lot better. And then other days I'm like, yeah, I'm still bald. Rhonda says her hair is falling out like mad. Started Nutrafol only 1.5 months in and not much results yet. Julie says she's aiming for 15 pounds more to lose. She started at 265, now 195. That is amazing. Still the lowest weight I've been since before having my now teen boy. I get that. I haven't been in Wonderland since college. That's a long time ago. Deb says she also eats Skinny Pop popcorn and ice cream with no added sugar just for the calories. I feel that. Except I don't do Skinny Pop. I do the kind with the butter. I like the butter. Oh, Michelle wanted to know what my results were. She was late to the live. Hold on, let me pull it up for you, honey, because I wrote it down and my brain does not remember things so good. Let me just sec. So my results so far, I started the cut on March 27th at 276.6. I lost 9.9 pounds in my first week. I lost 2.6 pounds on my second week, which was a cycle week for me, and I don't normally lose on a cycle week. And on my third week, I lost 3.4 pounds, and that got me down to 260.7, which is the lowest weight that I've been at so far. So I'm actually making progress now. So in 3 weeks, that means I have lost, I should have done the math beforehand, 15.9 pounds in 3 weeks. Please keep in mind that the majority of that was water weight because I had put on a lot. Deb said she likes Oikos high protein yogurt. She eats the vanilla one. I hate flavored Greek yogurt with the passion of 1,000 suns. So good for you. I would much rather eat cottage cheese. I like my protein fluff. Guys, I'm eating strawberry fluff this week for the first time in a very long time, and I am so excited. It took all of my willpower to not eat it while I was meal prepping it this morning. Italy says they are diabetic, diagnosis severe insulin intolerant or what's that word? Guys, be my brain. Insulin resistant. Jiminy Christmas. Intolerant or resistant. Never good when doctor uses two adjectives. I understand that. On Jardiance and Mounjaro, I can actually see foods that affect my sugar for the first time. That's awesome. Kimmy, hi friend. I'm glad you made it. Yeah, I like the sparse buns too. They're my favorite. They make me feel 12, which is good when you're not. TJ wants to know how Nikki and the baby are. They are fantastic. They're visiting our friend Sarah in Houston this weekend. If you guys have been around for a long time, she was the wedding that we were in, our friend Sarah. Loved it. Gina says butter is life. I used to put it in my coffee. I did too in my keto days. Sorry, I don't like keto anymore. Keto is not my friend. Keto gave me bad food relationships. More power to anybody that can do that crap, but it's not me. Bug was just diagnosed with diabetes as well. It took a while to realize and to truly understand what got me there and to make the needed changes. I understand that. I was on the road to diabetes when I started Wegovy in October 2021. I was like pre-diabetic. Like I was barely on the brink of pre-diabetic. Like I was at the lowest reading level for what's considered pre-diabetic. But I mean, if I hadn't done something, I would have gotten there eventually. My mom has diabetes. It's just a thing. Hi, Carly. Pug says weight is weight. Sort of. Water weight is a lot easier to gain and lose than actual fat. And also, I don't want to lose muscle mass. I want to lose fat. So weight is not really weight, but I get what you're saying. Watching the number drop is motivational for sure. Pom Pommy shit. I miss the vlogs too. I know you guys miss the vlogs and I wish I still had the time to do them. I really, really do. I've been thinking lately, well, maybe there's a way that I could try to figure out how to do it, but the only way to do it is to sacrifice sleep or my mental health, and I can't do it. Deb says I bought cottage cheese, but I don't like it. So Deb, I don't eat cottage cheese by itself. If you have never tried my strawberry protein fluff, I blend the cottage cheese and mix in sugar-free strawberry jello, or you can do any jello of any flavor that you like. And then I top it with reduced fat Cool Whip and fruit of your choice, and then pistachios. It's so good. Y'all who like the strawberry fluff, tell her I'm not lying to her. It's so good. It doesn't taste like cottage cheese at all. It is amazing to blend completely smooth and add to cheese sauces, and it just massively hikes up the protein of whatever you're putting it in, and you can't taste it. It just tastes like creamy, cheesy goodness in a cheese sauce. So good. Beth says, "You are so the real deal, Mindy. That's why I've been following your channel since I started. Thank you for always being so logical and realistic, kind of fun. You're really the only one I trust." You're so sweet, Beth. I still don't understand why so many of you watch my channel and don't think that I am a total spaz. But I'm glad that you enjoy being with me as much as I enjoy being with you. Melissa made protein fluff with pineapple jello and pineapple chunks. I've seen people do pistachio, like sugar-free pistachio jello and pineapples to mimic that one weird thing with the marshmallows and the maraschino cherries. And people like that. I'm not a fan. Lime jello and pineapple is a really popular combination. Oh, Carly, you're allergic to pineapple? That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. Melissa, pineapple chunks and lime jello. Yeah. You're so welcome, Italy. I'm so glad that the channel has been helpful for you. Delisa likes the cherry fluff. I did know that about you, Delisa. I also know people that like raspberry. So raspberry jello with the fresh raspberries. I've seen people do like a mixed berry version. So they do like the raspberry jello and then they do like a combination of strawberry, blueberry, and blackberries and raspberries on top. That's another thing. Julie says she's type 2 diabetic. Also, she wears the Dexcom so you can watch fish foods throw you off. That's a good thing. Gina, it was nice to see you. Bye. I know she's already gone, but Melissa, a lot of people like the orange jello with the mandarin oranges, the creamsicle vibe. A whole bunch of people get excited about that. Kimmy says keto was not for me either. I started in the 15 dose 2 weeks ago and it has jump started my weight loss for sure. 7 pounds down in 2 weeks. That's awesome, Kimmy. Great job. Yeah, keto will make you lose weight for sure because carbohydrates hold on to water molecules. So you're going to drop a ton of water weight, which is why the keto flu is a thing. It dehydrates your body. So it's basically like being hungover. That's why they tell you to get lots of electrolytes when you're on keto to avoid the keto flu. It's basically to help prevent the dehydration. Yes, Cheryl, strawberry fluff is life. Deb, you can also get the sugar-free jello on Amazon. I know a lot of people buy it on Amazon. TJ says she mixes the cottage cheese with sugar-free jello and Cool Whip, stir it together, add the fruit. Yep, that's what I do. But I don't mix it together because I find that it keeps better in the fridge over the week if I just mix the cottage cheese and the jello and then I top it with the Cool Whip and the fruit and the nuts. It's really good with the pistachios. If you haven't tried it, do it. It's so good. You get that little bit of salty crunch in there. I'm a big texture person. I like textures. And then I mix it up and eat it right before I eat it. Excuse me. Excuse me. Carly says, "You're allergic to all the fruit listed on the back of the Jello box? That's so sad." Oh, thank you, Pomish. Everybody, don't forget to give me a like. I appreciate it. I appreciate the likes. They definitely help with the algorithm. Um, there is still the super thanks down there, which, I mean, it is not something that I expect anybody to do. Anytime you guys contribute to the channel, I am always just floored. But um, it's something that you can do to support the channel. But mostly just make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, especially because my content is so sporadic now. I do post a lot of shorts during the week, both here and on Instagram and Facebook. For those of you who, when we originally talked about me spending a lot of time on Instagram, and there were a lot of you that said that you're not Instagram people, all of my Instagram content now gets posted to Facebook. I have a Facebook page specifically for my weight loss content. It's called Mindy P Weight Loss. I do get a lot of friend requests on my personal Facebook page, which is Mindy Peterson. If I do not know you personally in real life and have not set eyes on you, I do not accept friend requests there because that's how I keep in contact with my family and, you know, and close friends. So if you want to keep in touch with me in another way and you want to do that over Facebook instead of Instagram, make sure you follow the Mindy P weight loss page, not my Mindy Peterson personal Facebook page, because my weight loss content is not there. Well, did we have any other questions? Anything else you guys want to say? Anyone else that wants to say hi? Hey, Dave. Dave is here. Mindy P. That's me. It's weird to look at my face on this screen, y'all. I try not to look at myself. Like I try to look at you, but I'm like right here, like in all of my glory, and it's very distracting. Hi, Belinda. Helios. Come say hi to the people, baby. Come say hi. Come on. Up. Yes. Yes. Helios. No. Okay. Say hi. Say hi to the people. Say hi. Okay. Oh, but why my face? Yes. Hi, Danielle. Thank you so much, TJ. That was very, very sweet of you. I appreciate it. Your dog is now going nuts seeing Helios. Yeah. Oh, Belinda, it's okay. Give him that pig ear. I'll probably give it to him later. No, sir. He says, give me the pig ear, Mom. He needs a bath. We don't bathe him, actually. That's not a thing. I need to comb him. Helios, stay out of there. That's not yours. Your food is over there. Anyway, he is absolutely loving the walk, Sandra. He is now at the point where he knows after I eat is when we walk. So if after I eat, I have not asked him soon enough for his liking, he voices his displeasure. He growls at me and talks to me and tells me, Mom, we're supposed to go on our WAOK. And it's become really annoying. Yes, he's still back for the pig ear. He will continue to do this. It's my fault. I had it wrapped up in a bag, but the bag was annoying me sitting on the counter. So I took it out of the bag and now he can smell it more readily. So it's really, I did this to me, but it is what it is now. Yes, I have to spell because otherwise he knows. Helios, what are you doing? Where's the dog? Hi. Also, he doesn't know how to wag his tail properly. I don't know if you can see. It mostly goes in a helicopter. All right. Well, I think we're starting to wind down. Was there any other questions anyone else wanted to ask? I feel like I'm just sitting here entertaining myself and I can't imagine. Oh, my magnesium alarm just went off. Yeah, he is our fourth mastiff. We've had another Argentinian mastiff before him. He was our first baby, Odin. And we've had a South African mastiff and an English mastiff, and now we have Helios. Yay, magnesium glycinate. Excuse me. TJ, I still try to post at least once a week. So if you don't have notifications turned on, make sure you turn them on. But I do give you guys life updates and weight loss updates once a week still, just not vlogs, just talking head, just me sitting and talking to y'all. So you have to spell backwards for your smarty pants 7-year-old? Yeah, no, I couldn't do that at all. I would just tell them to put their finger in their ears because I can't. Look, I've never had a drink of alcohol in my life, but if an officer ever pulled me over for a sobriety test and asked me to do the alphabet backwards, I'd be like, might as well take me in now because I can't do that at all. Mastiffs absolutely are the best. Lisa, you love my talking head? Good. That's pretty much all my head does. It talks all the time. Just ask my husband. Well, you can't right now because he's not here. He had to work today. Not that he would be on camera anyway. I mean, we might see him creep by slowly into the bedroom as though we couldn't see him, but that's about it. All right, guys. Well, it's about 7. So I think we haven't had any questions in a while. As much as I love sitting here hanging out with y'all, it feels weird to just be sitting here not talking. Michelle, I'm so grateful for all of you being a part of my journey. As much as you say I inspire you, you all inspire me to keep going every day. You are a big part of the reason why I haven't given up. Just knowing that all of you are here cheering me on. Stealth mode Richard is not very stealthy. It was good seeing you too, Deb. Bye, Carly. All right, night, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Make sure you like the video before you leave, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.